name of lesson is Reach for the Top. Lesson 8, Reach for the Top. It is divided into two parts. So, part 1 is Santosh Yadav and part 2 is Maria Sharapova. So, first we are reading about Santosh Yadav. Do you know who she was? She is the only woman to do something. Why did she become famous? Do you know her? Have you heard her name before? Anyone? Either you can say yes or no. Even if you say no, I will teach you. Do you know her?
What, sir?
Do you know her?
Sir?
No. So you should learn all these things because this can be asked in general knowledge anywhere, in quiz competition or anywhere. So Santosh Yadav, this lesson it is an article about Santosh Yadav, the first woman in the world to climb Mount Everest twice. Her story is very inspiring, and despite being born in a skewed society which did not welcome the birth of a girl child, where girls were married off at 16 years of age, that is skewed society she was born in, where girl child was not given respect. Still, she made her own path, and she followed her desires, and she achieved world fame as she scaled Mount Everest 2 times. Is the introduction clear of the lesson? You just have to keep answering in between so that I will know that you are listening. Yes? Do you got introduction? Who is she? Understood? Hello. Did you all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So why is it taking so long? See, even if you answer, I will think that you are listening. I don't know about others; those are not answering.
Okay, sir. I will answer every question, each and every question you ask.
Good, thank you. Santosh Yadav was the only woman in the world to scale Mount Everest 2 times. Only woman. There was a holy man, like the saints are there. So there was a holy man who had blessed her mother, Santosh Yadav's mother. He blessed her mother with a boy child. उसने blessing दी कि आपको एक boy child ही होगा. While the mother was expecting, uh, while she was expecting, but to everyone's surprise, what happened? Her grandmother told him that they wanted a girl child. तो संतोष यादव की जो ग्रैंडमदर थी उसने वो होली मैन को बोला था नो वी वांट अ गर्ल चाइल्ड इट वाज अ सरप्राइजिंग थिंग बिकॉज in the past times no one wanted a girl child, everyone wanted a boy child. So as grandmother said that no we want a girl child, it was a very surprising thing for them. So she was a sister, Santosh Yadav was a sister to five brothers. उसके five brothers थे in a small village of Joni Awas. She was born in Joni Awas. And where is it? It is in Rewari district of Haryana. Now this has become a very famous name, right? Rewari district of Haryana. Have you heard this anywhere in any movies?
No, sir. Which district?
Rewari district of Haryana.
No, sir.
Those who watch movies, they should know.
No, sir. I don't watch movies.
So what about others?
They are sleeping.
Rewari district, Haryana. It has become a very famous district because of a movie that has come of Salman Khan.
It's Sultan. Sultan.
Yes. So she belongs to that place. Okay, so this is the introduction. Now I want if you can read. So will you read? Who will read?
Me.
Because you are there, so you can read it. First paragraph over there.
Should I start,
Yes,
sir?
from number one. Yes.
The only woman in the world who has scaled Mount Everest twice was born in a society where the birth of a son was regarded as a blessing, and a daughter, though not considered a curse, was not generally welcome. When her mother was expecting Santosh, a traveling holy man giving her his blessings, assumed that she wanted a son. But to everyone's surprise, the unborn child's grandmother, who was standing close by, told him that they did not want a son. The holy man was also surprised. Nevertheless, he gave the requested blessing, and as destiny would have it, the blessing seemed to work. Santosh was born the sixth child in a family with five sons, a sister too, five brothers. She was born in the small village of Jonia Vas of Rewari district in Haryana.
I understood this much very quickly. As such, there is no explanation. First paragraph is very easy, but still, because it can be eye nerve. So when this article was written, Santosh Yadav was the only woman. जब ये lesson लिखा गया था तब she was the only woman in the world to have climbed the Mount Everest twice. उसके बाद तो शायद किसी और लेडी ने भी क्लाइम किया होगा twice. But when this lesson or this article was written, she was the only woman who had climbed the Everest twice. She was born in such a society which was biased. Biased means it was one-sided, and everyone wanted a male child over a female child. So that is called biased. You don't want anything else. You want just that one thing. So that was biased society at that time. Although they did not consider the birth of girl child to be unfortunate, but it was not celebrated either. So if a girl child was born, no one celebrated. No one was very happy. ठीक है, girl है तो no problem. No one like distributed sweets. No one was really happy. बस girl child है, ठीक है, no problem. They did not kill her like very old times, but no one celebrated a girl child's birth. When Santosh was born, when Santosh was to be born, जब वो born होने वाली थी तब उसके पहले a saint, you know what a saint, right? Saint, saint तो पता. Hello, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
So a saint was assuming that Santosh's mother wanted a son. Saint was assuming उसको son चाहिए. Saint had come to the house. So that saint blessed her that she would get a son. She already had five sons. उसको already five sons तो थे. So Santosh's grandmother said to that saint that no, we don't want one more son. We already have five. The saint was very surprised and then he blessed her alternatively. मतलब उसने blessing दी that you have a girl child. And the blessing was turned into reality and Santosh was born. She was the youngest child and she was the sister to five brothers. Total six. Five brothers and one sister. Santosh was born in a village. And what was the name of the village? What was the name of the village where he was born?
Sir, your voice is not coming properly.
What was the name of the village where she was born?
Sir, wait a minute. I'll cut the call and I'll come back.
Okay. Others, can you hear me? Now it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Where was she born?
She was born in at Rewari district in Haryana and Joni, what was that? Joniawas.
Yes, that is the village name. Okay, continue. Number two.
The girl was given the name Santosh, which means contentment, but Santosh was not always content with her place in a traditional way of life. She began living life on her own terms from the start. Where other girls wore traditional Indian dresses, Santosh preferred shorts. Looking back, she says, now from the very beginning, I was quite determined that if I choose a correct and a rational path, the others around me had to change, not me.
Yes, you can read number three also.
Santosh, Santosh's parents were a few
Affluent.
affluent landowners who could afford to send their children to the best schools. Even the country's capital, New Delhi, which was quite close by but in line with the prevailing custom in the family, Santosh had to make
Do with.
do do with the local village school, so she decided to fight the system in her own quiet way when the right moment arrived. And the right moment came when she turned 16. At 16, most of the girls in her village used to get married. Santosh was under pressure from her parents to do the same.
Okay, so it is written very easy language. समझ आ गया होगा. So, although Santosh's name means Santosh, what is the meaning of name? Gujarati meaning Santosh. This is very common name. Don't you know the meaning?
Contentment.
Means what? हिंदी में क्या होता है? Easy word है. It is Gujarati word. Easy meaning. It is easy है. Think. Don't know. Gujarati word. What is the Hindi meaning of that? Anyway. Poon. अब समझ में that is Santosh. And the Hindi, that is the English word content, Shanti, Santosh, or Sukoon that you say in Hindi. So her name means contentment, but she was dissatisfied with the traditional way of life. But she was not contented. उसको सुकून नहीं. She was dissatisfied. Means उसका जो name था उसकी opposite quality उसमें. Traditional way of life जो life उसको dissatisfied. From a very young age, she started living life on her own terms. She did not follow anyone. She lived the life on her own terms. She wanted. Is my is my voice clear? Hello, can you all hear me?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. While the other girls wore traditional Indian dresses like salwar kameez, so all other girls wore very traditional Indian dresses like salwar kameez is there. What did Santosh wear? She preferred wearing shorts. She did not follow other girls and she did not follow the customs. Other girls wore salwar kameez, but Santosh was wearing shorts. Santosh recollects that from the childhood she was determined to live the life according to what she felt was right for her. So from the childhood, she always lived the way she wanted, not like the others told her. Whatever way she wanted to live, she lived her life in that way, not like others, not seeing others. If she was right in her way, then others would have to change their way and not her. उसको क्या लगता था कि अगर मैं राइट हूँ तो बाकी सब लोग चेंज होंगे मेरे लिए, मैं किसी के लिए चेंज नहीं हो सकती. दैट इज वॉट हर मेंटालिटी वॉज, दैट शी वुड नॉट चेंज हर वे बट अदर्स वुड चेंज हर वे. इज इट क्लियर? इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, sir. Yes.
and and Santosh's parents, now what about her parents? Her parents owned the land and they were wealthy, they were rich, they had
Jamidar.
land. Yes. So they could even afford the money to send their children to study in schools in New Delhi. वहाँ भी भेज सकते थे उनको. That much money they had. They can send it to the capital of the country, New Delhi. All the children they could send, which was near the village. तो वो रेवाड़ी डिस्ट्रिक्ट जो है उसके नियर ही पड़ता है ये दिल्ली. It is not a very far. Still, due to the prevailing customs, but because of that customs of old times, जो society वो थी जब, because of that mentality, they decided to send Santosh to a school in the village. Though they had money, they could have sent her to Delhi, but because of that mentality and because of that customs of the society, they sent Santosh as a girl. She went to the school in the village. So Santosh decided that she had to take her own path when the right time came. She decided that she will not follow anyone and she would take her path at the right time. So when she was 16 years, most of the girls were married because at that time girls would get married at 16 years of age. So most of the girls were married at 16 years, but she did not get married. Though her parents pressurized her, but she did not obey the parents for this thing of marriage. समझ में आया यहाँ तक?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next paragraph.
A marriage as early as that was the last thing on her mind. She threatened her parents that she would never marry if she did not get a proper education. She left home and got herself enrolled in a school in Delhi. When her parents refused to pay for her education, she politely informed them of her plans to earn money by working part time to pay herself school fees. Her parents then agreed to pay for her education.
Okay, wait. See, this paragraph you can mark as important क्योंकि ये comprehension में आ सकता है. This paragraph. Which paragraphs can come in comprehension? I will tell you.
Okay.
So from this, I will explain, and from this question answers question is given. So in this paragraph, what is given? For her getting married was nowhere in the list. उसके लिए उसकी जो लिस्ट बनाई थी उसने, that I want to achieve this in life and that, उसमें मैरिज कहीं पर था ही नहीं. She did not want to get married so soon. So she wanted to get the proper education before getting married. And Santosh left home and she got admission in the school in Delhi. Her parents refused that they will not give money for her education, for the fees. And she gently said, very nicely, she replied that she would herself fund her studies by working part time. She said that I don't want money from you. She said to the parents, I will work part time, I will do the job, and I will study in Delhi. So, seeing that determination, seeing that she is very determined, hardworking, the parents then were soft hearted and the parents agreed. Then they supported her and they said that, okay, no problem, we shall pay your education fees. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm explaining in as easy language as possible. If you understand, then you will be able to learn the question answers also, and you will not lose the marks in comprehension also.
In short, she wants to be a independent woman.
Yes.
Yes.
Atmanirbhar.
Atmanirbhar Bharat.
Okay, continue. Fine.
Wishing always to study a bit more, and with her father slowly getting used to her urge for more education, Santosh passed the high school examinations and went to Jaipur. She joined. Maharani College and got a room in Kasturba Hotel. Santosh
Hostel.
remembers Kasturba Hostel faced the Aravali Hills. I used to watch I used to watch villages from my room going up the hills and suddenly vanishing after a while. One day I decided to check it out myself. I found nobody except a few mountaineers. I asked if I could join them. To my pleasant surprise, they answered in the affirmative and motivated me to take to climbing.
Okay. So Santosh wanted to be highly qualified, and her father accepted her wish finally. After passing high school, she joined which college? Maharani College. Where was it? Jaipur. And where is Jaipur?
Rajasthan.
Yes. So there is Maharani College, and she joined that, and she stayed at Kasturba Hostel. Hotel नहीं थी हाँ वो शाहिद.
Yes,
Hotel.
hostel.
No, it's okay, but I'm just telling you. I'm just kidding. Don't mind.
Yes, sir. I'm also kidding with you.
Okay, so she stayed there. The Aravali Hills were near the hostel. वहाँ पे hills थे, mountains थे, which she looked from the hostel, from the window over there. Aravali Hills were there. Often she saw villagers. There were some villagers of a nearby village. They used to climb the hill and suddenly they disappeared somewhere behind the hills. So she saw that they are climbing the hills, but they are not seen anywhere. Where did they disappear? Where did they vanish? She was very curious. She wanted to know what was beyond the hills कि वो कहाँ जा रहे सब. And one day she decided to find out. So Santosh found that a few mountaineers means those who climb mountains, a few mountaineers who allowed her to join them in her mountaineering expedition. So a few mountaineers came to Santosh. They said to Santosh that you can join if you want and come with us in our expedition. Expedition means a small trip, a journey. Number six.
Yes, sir. Then there was no looking back for this determined young girl. She saved money and enrolled in a course at Uttar Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. My college semester in Jaipur was to end in April, but it ended on the 19th of May, and I was supposed to be in Uttar Kashi on the 21st, so I did not go back home. Instead, I headed straight for the training. I had to I had to write a letter of apology to my father without whose permission I had to go myself enroll at Uttar Kashi.
Okay. So now what happened? Since then, after that, when she started climbing with them, Santosh progressed gradually. Her progress started increasing. To become an accomplished mountaineer, she wanted to become an mount. She wanted to become a mountaineer like them. So she worked hard for it. She saved money and she joined the mountaineering course at where at which institute? Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, and that was at Uttarkashi. She joined this mountaineering course to climb the mountains. So as her college semester end got delayed, the college which she had joined, Maharani College, the that semester's ending was delayed. That it was going to end after a few days, and she did not have time to visit home before reporting at Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. She went directly to the institute. वहाँ से जयपुर से डायरेक्टली वो वहाँ पे चलेगी माउंटेनियरिंग का कोर्स सीखने के लिए एट उत्तरकाशी. She did not go home in between. And from there, she wrote a letter of apology to her father because she had enrolled for course without his permission. Just think, she did not even take parents' permission, and she directly went to Uttarkashi for this mountaineering course at Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. In between, she left her semester. at Maharani College, and she went directly to Uttarkashi because she was deeply interested in mountaineering now. Number seven. Are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here. I was eating. Sorry, sir.
No problem. It's okay if you don't want to read. I'll continue. So,
No, sir. I'm reading.
Sir, can I?
yes. Who is that? Who else wants to read?
Jishan.
Yes. Okay. Saim, I will read it. You can have your
Have your
breakfast.
breakfast. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thereafter, Santosh went on an expedition every year. Her climbing skills matured rapidly. Also, she developed a remarkable resistance to cold and the altitude, equipped with an iron will, physical and endurance, and an amazing mental toughness. She proved herself repeatedly, the culmination of her hard work and sincerity came in 1992, just 4 years after she had shyly asked the Aravalli mountaineers if she could join them at barely 20 years of age. Santosh Yadav scaled Mountain Everest, becoming the youngest woman in the world to achieve the feat. In her, if her climbing skill, physical fitness, and mental strength impressed her seniors, her concern for others and desire to work with them found her a special place in the heart of an of a fellow climbers.
Okay. So, see now. After that, I will explain. All of you listen carefully. Santosh went on an expedition every year. Every year she went on this expedition of climbing mountains, and she started improving her skills of climbing mountains. She developed immunity, that is power to protect against the disease. So she developed her immunity to the cold weather and height because they are at very good height. So she was now very comfortable with cold weather also and at the height of the mountain also. Santosh had the qualities of which qualities she had? She had physical strength, very strong she was. She was mentally strong, mental strength, and she had very strong willpower, the most important thing for all of us. In 1992, remember, in 1992, 4 years after her casual climb on the Aravalli Hills, means after she climbed Aravalli Hills very casually, then in 1992 she climbed Mount Everest. Remember the year. She was 20 years of age, only 20. Means not even completed the college degree, hardly the college degree. Santosh became the youngest woman in the world to climb the peak. Mic is on. Whose mic? So Santosh became the youngest woman to climb the Mount Everest, and her seniors were impressed by her qualities. She had physical strength, mental strength, and strong willpower. So her seniors were impressed, and her companions who went with her on the expedition found her to be very good climbers and willing to work as a team. She was good team worker. She always worked in a team with everyone. And during the 1992 climbing of the Everest, she tried to save a climber who was going to fall down, who was unsuccessful. So she saved him. She was unsuccessful in saving another fellow climber, Mohan Singh, who fell short of oxygen by sharing her oxygen with him. So there was one more fellow, Mohan Singh, who was her companion, but she was not able to save Mohan Singh because he died because of lack of oxygen. But one fellow member she saved, who was with her. Is that much clear? You understand that much? Understood? All of you? Did you all understand?
Wrong, sir.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So see, last two paragraph I'm explaining, no need to read so that we can complete. Listen to me carefully. In number 9, what is given? Within next year, she had joined a group of Indo-Nepalese mountaineer women. उसने एक group join किया, Indo-Nepalese mountaineer women group. And then she climbed the peak, the Mount Everest. So yes, second time, becoming the only woman to have climbed the Everest twice. Which group did she join? Indo-Nepalese mountaineer women group. और उसने second time Everest climb किया. Santosh made India proud by getting her name in the record of history, in the records of mountaineering, and still today her name is there. It can be asked in general knowledge anywhere. She has made India proud. She has made the history by climbing the Everest twice. And the Indian government honored her achievement by giving her the Padma Shri award. Which award did she get for this work?
Padma Shri.
The Padma Shri award. And in paragraph 10, what is given? संतोष recollects her feelings, उसको याद आ रही उसकी feelings, when she was literally at the top of the world, means the Mount Everest. She remembers the feelings. She took time to realize that she had achieved something big. When she reached the peak of the mountain of Everest, she realized, she felt literally that she has achieved something in her life. And she hoisted the Indian flag at the top of the Mount Everest. On the highest point of the world, she hoisted our flag of India. She cannot put the great feeling into words, so she has no words to describe these feelings. When she reached the Everest peak, she felt proud to be an Indian, that she is born in India. And as she believes in preserving the environment, she always believes that we should be environment friendly, we should not harm the environment. So she did her bit. What did she do? Just see this thing. When she reached the Everest, she brought down 500 kilograms of garbage from the Himalayas. Understood?
Yes,
Understood
sir.
all?
500 kilograms.
Even after climbing the Everest. What did she do? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So what did she do for the environment when she climbed the Everest? Why no answer?
Don't
She
know.
brought down 500 kilograms of garbages from the Himalayas.
तो हिमालयस में भी गार्बेज होता होगा ना, वहां से उसने 500 kilograms वो नीचे लेके आई. So that much environmental friendly she was. And which group did she join when she climbed the Everest the second time? कौन सा group join
Indo-Nepalese.
किया? Indo
Indo-Nepalese.
Nepalese. What was the full name? Indo Nepalese
Indo-Nepalese
Women's Expedition.
Women's Sex.
Okay, thank you that you heard me till the end and you replied. I'm very happy that you answered each and every question. And also, uh, I think, who was that? The other one who read?
Jishan.
Ishan.
Yes, thank you, both of you. And here we complete this lesson. It was a short lesson, but it was part 1 of Unit 8. So, part 1, you have understood Santosh Yadav.
Okay,
Okay?
sir. Yes.
Yes. Question answers you have to write.
Okay, sir. We'll write it.
See over here. इसमें 1 2 3 1 2 3 5. It is total 5. I will show you. 4 5 are here. And question 2 also full 30 words वाले जो है 1 to 5. So 1 to 5 are short and 1 to 5 are, there is brief. Very long question answers are not there. Total 10.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you everyone.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Bye, sir.
Bye.